Big Facts Entertainment once again, bringing it to you. Now check this out, man. We all heard of Alpo. Getting myself back reacquainted with the Alpo story. Alpo is hot news, man. He's hot news always. But Alpo's story is out there. But I want to talk about Wayne Perry, because Wayne Perry seems to always be Alpo's Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? He seems to be just a hitman for Alpo. That's all I get when I hear about Wayne Perry. That's how the info was put out there. He was a hitman for Alpo. Alpo ratted on him. Nah, Wayne Perry was way more than that, man. Was more than just a hitman. Matter of fact, Wayne Perry, the feds wanted Wayne Perry. They didn't even care about Alpo. The man in their eyes that needed to be taken off the streets was Wayne Perry. You know, so it was like Wayne Perry was Michael Jordan and Alpo was the Scottie Pippen in the feds' eyes. But you know, man, I want to go into depth on who was Wayne Perry, because we all know who Alpo was. We done heard the man, seen the man whole life story, but I ain't seen nothing on Wayne Perry. I don't know Wayne Perry, so I'm gonna find out about Wayne Perry right now. We all gonna find out together who was Wayne Perry. If you know, you already know. You ain't got to stay here. You can leave. But if you don't, stay here with me, and we finna get in the depths of who Wayne Perry was before and after Alpo, man. Let's go. American gangster Wayne Silk Perry. This right here is an interview, a Don Diva interview. So let's go, man. Notorious Washington, D.C. head hitter Wayne Silk Perry was one of the baddest in the business. He was loved by some, feared by many, but respected by all. He was the Michael Jordan of the murder game. Hold up. The Michael Jordan, y'all. He was the Michael Jordan. Now that's some serious info right there. I ain't even know it was like that. He was the Michael Jordan of the murder game. If one was to list the top 5 head hitters to ever come out of the murder capital, Silk would be number 1 and number 2. The government has called him a hitman, a contract killer, and even DC's worst case scenario. Everybody has heard the stories about how Silk protected the infamous rat Harlem drug dealer Alpo. Silk allegedly dropped bodies to keep Alpo alive, and Alpo repaid him by telling the feds everything and helping them seek the death penalty against Silk. That story is well known, but Silk's early life is not. Most people only know the Wayne Perry of the late 80s, but the legendary gangster has been in the mix since the 70s. Now confined in a control unit of ADX with 5 life sentences, the man that federal prosecutors call one of the most heinous murderers in DC history is ready to shine a little light on how he became the feared and respected gangster that he is. This is the Don Diva exclusive. Don Diva question. Why have you waited so long to share your story? Perry responds, I really don't. I haven't talked about my past in a long time because even though I speak facts and the truth, one could easily mistake the truth for arrogance. I hate arrogance. Besides that, it's a struggle to simply reach out to one's family and friends from this slave plantation neo-Nazi camp. These racist crackers that run ADX are so foul they tear up, if not all, most of my mail. So it's difficult for me to reach anyone, and these crackers also tear up my incoming mail and lie to justify rejecting most of my mail. Question. How much longer do you have to do in ADX? I have 18 months left in Control Unit. Control Unit is the most secure housing unit in the Supermax prison. Inshallah, God willing. If I don't get my time ran up, I hope to get to pen. But most likely these crackers are going to keep me here in ADX a while longer. I've been here 12 years. I refuse to kiss these crackers' asses or compromise. It's DBD for life with me. I ain't going for nothing. Question. Where did you grow up? I was born November 14th, 1962, and raised in D.C. I grew up down Southwest and lived on L Street. I spent a lot of the summers of my childhood in Georgia. Oh, damn, Georgia boy, okay. Right where I'm at, Georgia, damn. I even put fools in the dirt down there. And back then it was super racist. Damn, Wayne, hold on. Damn, Wayne got bodies in Georgia when he was young? Oh, man, this man, wow, man. This nigga Wayne Perry got bodies in Georgia, bruh. That's crazy. Crackers used to call me boy. Question. What were you into back in those days? I was the best baseball player in DC at one time. Damn. News alert. Wayne Perry was the best baseball player in DC at one time. Damn. That's a news alert. That's breaking news right there. I ain't know that. He was a baseball player. Star athlete. I've been in the Washington Star several times about baseball. I grew up on sports. I lived across the street from the boys club. I boxed, played basketball, baseball, and football, and was always the MVP, but I was caught up in that gangster stuff, street life. Damn, that's how most look at it, man. This dude was a star athlete. He just wasted his talent, man. This man could have been probably could have been in the pros, man. This man was a star athlete. He was gifted, athletic. He boxed, played basketball, baseball, and football. The man was talented. And he wasted that talent getting caught up in trying to be a gangster and being a hitman and being in the streets. That's crazy. Breaking news. Question. Where did you get that name Silk from? I got the name Silk from my extended brother, Lop. I was real smooth in sports and with the girls when I was a kid. I was 12 or so when Lop gave me that name. Lop was my idol. The thoroughest and baddest joker I ever knew. Question. What were your high school days like? I went to Wilson High School. I got locked up in 79 for shooting the hall monitor, man. What? but I really didn't shoot him. The dude who did it and his crew blamed it on me because I was a riot. SW, because it was a riot. SW against NW. Yeah, I guess that's Southwest against Northwest. And I kicked it off by punishing this older joker from Northwest, but I didn't have a weapon. It was known that I wouldn't tell it, and I'd ride it out, so they lied on me. But I beat it in court. I got put out of school and went to Randall, but ended up beating the baseball team coach with the bat at practice and got barred out of all DC public schools. Damn, Wayne. He ain't had no discipline, man. He was a hothead. He beat up the baseball coach with a bat. This dude crazy. Then I went to Franklin GED school because a judge ordered me to. I had to kill a fool there. What? God damn. What? You killed something? What? Nigga, damn. I had to kill a fool there for telling me he was going to take my chain. I was real small back then, so I guess he thought he could try me. Hold up. How you killing these people and getting away with it, bro? You had to be some type of genius. You killing folks, you probably was 18 years old, 17, 18, whatever, man. Killing folks and you got away with it? How you ain't get caught? This man knew something, bro. This man knew something. He knew how to kill and not get caught and not get captured. He knew how to not leave no traces behind. Now that's crazy. Somebody taught him that. Question: when did you get involved in the street life? In 1974, I put my first fool in the dirt. 62. So he was 12 years old? Damn, dog. He was 12 years old when he first killed somebody? Come on, bruh. He was born in 62, 72, 10, 2 more, 12. Come on, bruh. You killed somebody at 12 years old, dog. For real. Really, dog. And you got away with it and you ain't get caught? Huh? I started hustling in 75 and had a crew up under me. He had a crew up under him. In 76, I learned how to cheat with crooked dice, marked, and cut cards. I was real good at it. Older guys I never told I was cheating used to take me all over to gamble cause they thought I was lucky. I was rich for a youngster in 77. Damn. This dude was taught this shit, man. He just ain't came out the womb learning this stuff. When did you start robbing? I started robbing in 78. I started robbing banks. My little brother got killed in a bank by a pig in 79. Question: what areas of DC did you used to hang out in? Back then, I had started hanging up 17th Street Northwest gambling. I was also hanging on 14th Street and 7th and T Street Northwest with older guys, watching their backs while they hustled. They knew I'd shoot anybody. Damn. Police, killers, guerrillas, etc. I also used to go on robberies with some hell of a gangsters, but they always took the bullets out of my gun because they said I was trigger happy. Damn, this nigga wild. In the early 80s, Southwest DC was the host of some of the biggest crap games in the city. Hustlers and gangsters from all over DC could be found at these crap games. By this time, Wayne Perry's name was all over Southwest and a few other spots. He had his hands in a little bit of everything. He was known to make an example out of whoever crossed the line with him as well. Silk's close comrade and DC street legend Sop remembers one of those examples. They had this big crap game going on outside down southwest one day. A lot of well-known hustlers and gamblers from other parts of the city was out there. Wayne and his well-known and respected dude, whose name I can't recall, got into it about a bet. Wayne shot him in his ass. Well, it don't say ass, it just say question mark, question mark. Okay, Wayne shot him twice in front of everybody. As time went on, it became clear that Wayne Perry had no problem making an example out of anybody at any time. I hear you, Wayne. You're a bad boy. But that's why you never getting out though. That's crazy. Catches up with you in the end on it. Karma. Despite Silk's growing notoriety in the streets, his loving parents had no idea he was into so much, especially his hard-working father. Come on, really? Really? You don't know what your kid doing? Come on, y'all, your parents, they had to be some bad apples too. How you not know what your kid doing, bro? Come on, keep it real. How you not know your kid personality? Because you ain't paying attention to him. You ain't raising them right. You ain't teaching them nothing. Whatever. Silk and his father eventually fell out because of Silk's lifestyle. During their fallout, Silk spoke to his father in such a disrespectful way that his father was emotionally scarred for life. You got to be kidding me. Silk's father had never heard his son speak to him in such a way. Feeling deep regret after the fallout with his father, Silk soon went to prison carrying that burden. It would be a burden that would affect him for the rest of his life. I don't believe his dad was there in his life. You know, probably part-time. Question: what did you go to prison for What did you go to prison for at that time? In '84, I killed the fool in front of the police. What? This shit don't even sound real, man. It was sort of like a self-defense. Okay, I can see that. I went down youth center. Lorton's Youth Center was one of the most violent and aggressive prisons of its time. Convicts went to war with everything from hammers and butcher knives to lawnmower blades. Any weakness in a man was exploited to the utmost down the center. It was truly a place that could make or break a man. Damn. And it produced many of the gangsters and street legends that took the nation's capital by storm in the late 80s and early 90s. Wayne came down Youth Center, one where myself, Titus, Gator, and many other good men were, said Sop Sop. Wayne established himself as a man among men. He then went home in the late 80s and looked out for all the men he left behind and did what he had to do to survive as a man in the streets. Question: when did you come home from youth center? I came home in late 87. When I came home, my father was in critical condition after having 2 strokes. Damn. In a short time, he passed, and I lost my mind and was on a death wish. Oh, that's crazy, man. The late 80s were dangerous times in the DC streets. Gunplay was at an all-time high. At the same time, there was tons of money to be made for a man with a game plan and enough balls to put the plan into effect. Wayne Perry had both, and in no time he was right back in the mix of things. Murder, robbery, drug dealing, extortion, you name it. Silk had his hands in it. He was a master philosopher when it comes to the street, says Manny, a comrade of Silk. That Silk says is like a blood brother to him. Silk had his extortion game down so tight that he took me to a spot that was owned by some major dudes in the city and said, "Go in there and tell such and such to send a bag of that money out here, and don't make me come in there and get it either." I thought he was playing, but he was dead serious. Manny remembers. I went in the spot and told that dude what Silk said, and with no problem, the dude gave me a bag full of money. Silk had niggas scared to death. Silk didn't stop at street figures when it came to his extortion game. He went as far as extorting lawyers and Italians in Georgetown. Man, that nigga bleed just like us. That nigga bleed like any other man. Y'all crazy. He must have had a hell of a crew with him or something. He knew something. Cause he a man just like anybody else. He can die and get shot like anybody else. So I don't know how he was doing all this. He was some soft dudes. However, Wayne Perry's murder game is what grabbed the most attention, and he was playing no games when it came to firing his pistol. Everybody got guns. Why he the only one willing to shoot? When he allegedly started taking money for murder, nobody was safe. If the price was right and the Joker wasn't in Silk's circle, he had no problem putting that work in. He was known to lay on his victims or as long as it took. There are stories of Silk sleeping in the yard of dudes that had money on their heads until he could get at them. Silk allegedly told a comrade of his, "I don't play that across the street shit. I walk right up and put 7 in their head like it ain't nothing." According to police and homicide detectives, one of the things that made Wayne Perry so dangerous was that he would kill where least expected. He would pop up in broad daylight and gun down a victim in the middle of a crowded outside basketball tournament. At times, it was said that he wouldn't even wear a mask, knowing that witnesses would be scared to death to talk to police. That's that 80s for you, bruh. The fear that Silk put in the hearts of some people was like no other. Even other so-called killers tried to avoid his hit list. Close friends of Silk say that he had a thing for taking down wannabe killers. That's crazy. Killer among killers. The killer's killer. He killing killers. This dude, wow, man. He put a contract on killers. But why can't they put a contract? Why can't they kill? They can kill him. Like that man wasn't bulletproof. That's what I don't get, man. Whatever. He also put fear in the hearts of big drug figures that he wasn't even paying attention to at times. When Silk was on the streets, certain niggas wouldn't even drive their expensive cars because they didn't want him to think they were getting money, says Manny. That's crazy. If you were weak or a punk that you weren't supposed to have shit as far as he was concerned. If you were weak or a punk, you weren't supposed to have shit as far as he was concerned. Okay, I got it. I get you. You right. You right. And when you in that street life, you can't be weak or a punk or your shit gonna get took. So he was taking these punks and weak nigga shit. That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. Cause he ain't taking no real nigga shit, bro. These had to be some soft niggas. Aside from his murderous street persona, Wayne Perry still lived up to the name Silk. He would pop up out of the blue driving anything from a 560 Benz to a CE and step on the scene in top of the line Versace gear without a care in the world. Now see, they say Alpo was the man. The Alpo was the fashion king and all this. Look at Wayne. Wayne got his Versace on too now. Wayne can get his Versace gear on too. What y'all talking about? Y'all making it seem like Wayne was just a dirty nigga, just an Alpo goon. But Wayne get down in style too, though. Like I said, driving anything from a 560 Benz to a CE, and step on the scene in top of the line Versace gear without a care in the world, despite the fact that he was allegedly behind a number of high-profile murders in the city. He was the life of the party. Damn, this sound like Alpo. That's probably why him and Alpo got along. He was extremely funny, down for a good time, and always joking and playing. He joked and played so much that it was hard to tell when he was serious unless you really knew him. Without a doubt, he could be very serious in a heartbeat. Silk was also very smart and shrewd. He could run circles around the average Joe in the streets. Woo! Had a high IQ. Had a high IQ, but that's a dangerous person. Very intelligent, high IQ. Because the average street dude don't have a high IQ, ain't very intelligent. But if you're a very intelligent street dude, oh man, you right. You can run circles around niggas. You fuck their head up. He played the streets like a game of chess. Damn. Thinking his moves out several steps in advance. Damn. Loyalty was one of his strong points. If he had love for you and respected you, he would stand against the world with you no matter what the odds were. Wayne was a real good dude, said Sop Sop, a well-respected man of honor. Well respected by myself and other men like me. Wayne would give a friend a shirt off his back. Silk lived by the code, but played by his own rules. Now I can see why him and Alpo got along. Hell, in a way, he was just like Alpo. Probably more ruthless, though. Okay, let me continue the story, man. This very good, y'all. I mean, I'm very intrigued that this could be a movie. I mean, what a Wayne Perry movie. We need a Wayne Perry movie, man. Cause this is very interesting right here, man. So we left out where he played the streets like a game of chess. He was more than feared. People feared Silk because he was said to have a lot of humps in the ground. People didn't only fear that, they feared the fact that Silk got away with the shit he did. Exactly. He was getting away with shit. Manny says his reputation itself put an end to any investigations or court cases against him. What? Sop Sop explains it another way. I don't think it was fear, but the possibility of what Wayne can manifest. The dude was unpredictable. He kept people off balance, damn, and witnesses in check. Nobody knew what to expect. Maybe not even Wayne himself. That's what made him so dangerous. In a world of ups and downs, betrayals, and double crosses, he reigned king. That's crazy. He knew how to use fear and mind games real well, he says. He was the one man that had a large percentage of the masses shook. He was one man. Now listen to this again. I put the emphasis on this. He was one man that had a large percentage of the masses shook. He didn't give a fuck what you... This motherfucker like Michael Myers or Jason or some shit. He didn't give a fuck what you thought about him as long as you didn't cross the line. There were a lot of dudes in the streets at that time that were head hitters, but some of them moved on the DL. You didn't know they were killers unless you knew them. With Wayne, it was a fear thing. Niggas knew he was about murder. It was no secret. Wayne once bumped into a dude that was like that down Lorton. The dude thought he was still like that on the streets. Wayne told the dude, "You ain't heard? I run the city." He was feared because of the many reasons. He was feared because of the many reasons that set his name to ringing. His name was behind a lot of things that were going on throughout the district. A lot of people couldn't understand how he was supposed to be behind so much shit and he was still moving around the city as if nothing was a problem, he says. When shit went down and the drama jumped off, dudes were like, it was Wayne Perry and them. He had a whole team of dudes. I told y'all before enough. Told y'all he had a whole team of dudes. It wasn't just Wayne Perry by himself. He had a whole team of dudes that were very loyal to him. Wayne was the type of dude that if he came up on some kilos, he showed love, breaking it down with all his dudes. He might hit 30 dudes off with a couple of ounces each just on GP. Just to inspire that loyalty to do that do or die attitude. I told y'all. That's why he was feared. He had a bunch of loyal soldiers with him. His team will go all out for him. Damn. No questions asked. They were a bunch of youngsters, and in their eyes, Silk was a god. On the real, I think Wayne's name started ringing because he was busting ass. He wasn't talking. It wasn't no plan when it came to putting that work in. Plus, he had some serious killers on his team, he says. Silk had a whole squad that he could sick on dudes in a minute. Damn, I told y'all he had a gang. Wayne was the type of person that if a dude had something and dude was weak or a sucker, then dude wasn't supposed to have it. It didn't matter what it was. Wayne was taking it. And if dude didn't like it, fuck it. Wayne only respected men. If a dude was a rat, he wasn't supposed to breathe, let alone come out his hole. No matter how much money the rat had spent or flashed or how hard he flossed, that shit meant nothing to Wayne. Ain't no dudes like Wayne in Harlem, I see. He was coming to get that. Damn, that's cold. Oh, this nigga was ride. He was coming to get that rat. That bling bling was his. Only integrity and heart counted to Silk. The whole he didn't tell on me thing didn't fly with Wayne Perry. He ain't tell on me. He told on you, but he ain't tell on me. He my nigga. Dudes had to play their position. And if their position was to be up under him and do what the fuck he said, then so be it. That's how Silk played it. It was all or nothing with him. No half-stepping or in-betweens. Man, I love it. I love this nigga already, bro. We need a movie, bro. We need a Wayne Perry movie, bro. If we need a Wayne Perry movie, we need a Wayne Perry movie in the comments, man. Oh, man. I'm feeling this shit right here, bro. This that real gangster shit, y'all. This shit ain't no joke. Real gangsters do end up dying in prison. A lot of them end up dying, you know. They ain't snitching. Real gangsters live by integrity. Some of them, you know what I'm saying. We see Wayne Perry. We reading about Wayne Perry staying on his integrity, standing on his box. You know, live or die by it. One day, me and Wayne went to pick up a bucket he had parked across town. He used the car to stash stuff in, Manny says. Wayne popped the trunk and he had hand grenades. Damn. Sticks of dynamite and a rack of guns, coke, and some more shit. We had this other dude with us too. Wayne threw the dude the keys to the bucket and told him to drive the car back around Potomac Gardens. The dude was like, I can't drive all that shit back around the way. Wayne pulled out his pistol and told the nigga, you better get your ass in that car and take it around the gardens. And if the police pull you over, tell them it's my shit. And if they take it, I'ma kill your motherfucking ass. This nigga wild. This nigga crazy, bro. The nigga got his ass in the car and did exactly what Wayne said. Silk ain't play no games, and dudes were wise not to fuck with him or try him in any way, because Wayne was quick to expose a dude and in vicious fashion. One thing about Wayne, you know, I'm gonna tell you something about Wayne. Wayne was very charismatic to pull this off too. You just can't be no hard joker. You gotta have the charisma to do this, man. One thing about Wayne, he went at whoever. If you were supposed to be like that, and he had to see you was, if you were supposed to be like that, and he had to see you, he was gonna knock your head off. You would think he was some big 300-pound nigga, but when you see him, he is this tall, skinny, funny nigga. But when you see him, he is this tall, skinny, funny nigga, always joking and playing. But dangerous niggas didn't want to be on his shit list, Manny says. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, but it's about your rep. It ain't about how big you is. It's about your reputation. It's about your heart. You know what I'm saying? They say he was the Michael Jordan of this shit. I see. There was no limit to the way Silk played either. He didn't care who you were supposed to be. He was still going to play with you. He would play with you even if you weren't trying to, and if you got serious, he was cool with that too. A lot of times Wayne would try dudes he didn't like by playing with them. One time, me, Wayne, and two other dudes were in my Benz on the way to the mall. Wayne knew that one of the dudes with us wasn't who he thought he was in the streets. The dude was, see, that's crazy. This nigga, hold on, I'm gonna repeat that for y'all. Wayne knew that one of the dudes with us wasn't who he thought he was in the streets. So this dude had false confidence. There's a lot of dudes out here with false confidence, with that think they something they not. You know what I'm saying? You think you tough, but nigga, I know you ain't really tough. I know you ain't built like that. You think you built like that, but I'ma test you and show you ain't built like that. And that's what Wayne did. There's a lot of niggas out there like that. They got fake confidence. And it only takes a test to make them see the light. Because they don't even know they got fake confidence. Okay, let me read this again. So, dudes with us wasn't who he thought he was in the streets. The dude was supposed to be a killer, but Wayne could see through him. Wayne hated fake niggas. So Wayne starts playing with dude, trying to provoke him. When the dude gets fed up, he told Wayne to stop playing with him. Wayne said, nigga, fuck you. I play when I want to, and if I wanted to, I could fuck you. Damn, you's a bitch. You should be taking that dick. The dude gets heated and tells Wayne can't no nigga fuck him. Wayne laughed at him and told him, I ain't no average nigga, I'm Silk. And if you keep running your mouth, I'ma leave your fake ass in the back seat with a hole in your head. I tried to tell the dude to leave the shit alone because I saw where it was going. Wayne was going to end up smoking the nigga. The dude wouldn't let it go. His pride was in it. Wayne ended up telling the dude they could fight if he had something he needed to get off his chest. When we got to the mall, Wayne took off his jacket and slapped the shit out of the dude. He tried to make the nigga fight him, but the dude wouldn't fight. Wayne looked at us and said, "I told y'all this nigga was a bitch." Wayne then pulled out his pistol and makes the dude strip ass naked right in the parking lot. Then he shot him in the ass and told him to get the fuck away from us. Everybody was laughing. Wayne exposed the nigga, and it was all a big joke to Silk. A dude from back in the day relates. Wayne was on that extortion time real hard too. He put me on a nigga one time. He wanted me to lean on a nigga. Another one of Wayne's old partners in crime says, "I put the squeeze on a nigga, told him I wanted 50 grand. I worked the move about 2 or 3 times and broke down with Silk every time. At the same time, Silk was playing things with the nigga, getting close to him, making him think they were cool. Then Silk acted like he found out I was squeezing the nigga and told the nigga that he would get me to leave him alone for 50 G's. They played them prison games, prison mind games. From there, he was milking the nigga for 50 G's at any time he wanted to, and he would still hit me off. That's crazy. Silk worked that move so many times on different niggas too. Even some niggas that was supposed to be like that. It was like taking candy from a baby for Silk. And when Silk's friend came home from jail, he used his reputation to put him back on his feet. Woo! Boy, there's some heat for y'all, bruh. There's some Wayne Perry exclusive heat. I remember when I first came home from Lorton and was in the halfway house, Manny says. Wayne came to get me and told me to get in his CE and took me uptown. He asked me if I had money. I was just coming home. I was broke. I told him no. So he said he was going to take me to get some money. We pull up in front of a well-known spot that's owned by some dudes that's supposed to be major in the city. Wayne looked at me and said, "Go in there and tell such and such." Okay, I already read this story. Okay. He didn't stop at street figures when it came to extortion. Okay, I read that. I don't think I read this one. I had a spot over Southwest on Orange Street. I had a few young dudes hustling for me. This is hold on. Okay, hold on. This is Manny. So Manny is Silk homeboy, and this is what Manny's saying. He extorted lawyers and Italians. Silk was cool and calculating, but he also fortified his burgeoning reputation as the most feared man in D.C. with sporadic outbursts of violence that seemed to come out of nowhere with no rhyme or reason. Manny. I had a spot over Southwest on Orange Street. I had a few young dudes hustling for me. Another dude from the area relates. One day Silk came over there to holler at me and Slim. One day Silk came over there to holler at me and Slim. That's how that shit read, man. Me and Slim was sitting in the apartment talking shit and joking when my little man came in the spot and told me that a New York dude around a corner told him that he couldn't hustle until he was finished with his shit. Me and Wayne, hold on for a minute. Me and Wayne, sorry guys, I left off. Me and Wayne looked at each other and shook our heads. Wayne told Shorty to go back outside and stand on the corner and sell his shit. Shorty acted like he was scared, so I told him that if Silk said it was cool, then it was cool. The youngest dude went back outside and started pumping. The young dude went back outside and started pumping. As soon as the New York dude bent around the corner to say something to Shorty, Wayne stepped out of the cut beside the building and hit his ass in the head with everything he had in the clip and stepped off with the hammer smoking. When the police and ambulance arrived, Wayne popped back up with a different set of clothes just to see who was talking to the cops. It seemed Wayne did what he did just because he could. His aura of fear was impregnable. Damn. This is an excerpt from Street Legends. If you want to read the rest, order the book right now. So that's Wayne Perry, man. This guy Wayne Perry is something else, bro. So y'all know how Wayne Perry hooked up with Alpo. I had it on the internet. I mean, it was on the internet too how they hooked up, but they took the article down for some reason. Well, it's probably another article, but I ain't finna find it right now. This is the Wayne Perry. This is who was Wayne Perry. So, yeah, Wayne Perry was something serious, man. So yeah, the guy needs a movie. But yeah, man, more info coming soon on Wayne Perry. I wanna look further into some more stories about Wayne Perry. So more info coming soon on this man. Until then, big facts. Salute. I'm out of here. Peace. Man, that was great. Great.